Unlock your hidden potential, discovering your true intelligence and abilities. Published by realmbooks YouTube channel. Written by sophiadabbagh. Who is this book for? This book is for anyone who feels there is untapped potential within themselves, whether you are just starting to explore the idea of self-improvement or have already taken steps towards personal growth but want to go deeper. It is for seekers of personal growth, people who are ready to discover and develop hidden talents, improve their cognitive abilities, and become the best versions of themselves. Curious minds, those who want to explore the depths of their potential beyond what they've been taught and challenge the boundaries of their capabilities. Self-improvement enthusiasts, individuals who are already on the journey of self-discovery and are looking for more effective tools and strategies to unlock their full abilities. Ambitious dreamers, anyone who has a sense that they could achieve more or do something greater with their life, but feels limited by self-doubt, fear, or external constraints. Professionals and creatives, those in any field who are looking to tap into their untapped creativity, enhance their problem-solving skills, or achieve peak performance in their work. Anyone seeking more confidence, people who want to believe in themselves, trust their instincts, and overcome the barriers that hold them back from realizing their full potential. If you're ready to unlock your hidden intelligence and talents, break through limiting beliefs, and take control of your journey towards success and fulfillment, this book is for you. The purpose of this book is to help you unlock the hidden abilities and intelligence that lie within you, waiting to be discovered. Many people live with untapped potential, often unaware of the skills, creativity, and wisdom they possess. Society and personal doubts can cloud our awareness, making us believe that our capabilities are limited. This book is designed to shatter those misconceptions and guide you toward recognizing and harnessing your inner strengths. Through this book, you will discover your natural talents, learn how to identify your strengths, unique gifts, and areas of genius that have been dormant within you. Break through mental barriers, overcome self-doubt, limiting beliefs, and external influences that keep you from reaching your fullest potential. Unlock your cognitive and emotional abilities. Understand how to enhance both your intellectual and emotional intelligence, tapping into the full range of your potential. Cultivate a growth mindset. Develop a mindset that allows you to keep expanding and evolving your abilities, regardless of challenges or setbacks. Ultimately, the goal is to help you harness your full potential and live a life aligned with your highest capabilities, whether that means excelling in your career, becoming more creative, improving your relationships, or realizing a more fulfilling and empowered life. This book will give you the tools, strategies, and insights you need to discover the power within you and create a life of purpose, growth, and achievement. Chapter 1. Introduction. The power of unlocking hidden potential. Understanding the concept of hidden potential. Hidden potential refers to the untapped abilities, talents, and capacities that lie dormant within us, often unnoticed by ourselves or others. It is the latent power we carry, waiting for the right conditions to activate and manifest in our lives. The concept suggests that we all possess abilities beyond what we commonly express or recognize. These abilities are often locked within the subconscious mind or overshadowed by the limitations we place upon ourselves, whether due to fear, societal expectations, or self-doubt. Why do we have hidden potential? At first glance, the idea that we have hidden potential may seem like an abstract or motivational concept. But in reality, it is rooted in the fact that human beings are far more capable than they typically realize. We are influenced by various factors that either nurture or suppress our abilities. Often, we only tap into a small fraction of our potential, whether due to 1. External influences, society's norms, family expectations, and cultural values that guide our beliefs about what we should or shouldn't be capable of. 2. Fear and self-doubt. Many people hold themselves back because of fear of failure, fear of judgment, or a lack of belief in their own worth or abilities. 3. Past conditioning. Experiences in childhood, education, or social environments can lead us to internalize limitations and self-imposed barriers, creating blind spots in our abilities. However, what if you could identify and release those hidden aspects of yourself? What if you could unlock untapped capabilities and access a more powerful version of yourself? In this chapter, we will explore the nature of hidden potential, why it is often suppressed, and how to begin the process of unlocking it. We'll also dive into examples of individuals who have unlocked their hidden potential, how they did so, and what you can learn from their journeys. The power of awareness in unlocking potential. The journey of unlocking your hidden potential begins with awareness. Awareness is the first step toward understanding who you truly are, without the filters of conditioning or the limitations that others may place on you. What do we mean by awareness? Awareness is the ability to notice and observe both your internal world and your external world without judgment. It's about being in tune with your true self, unclouded by distractions, external pressures, or preconceived notions. It's understanding that your true potential doesn't come from external validation but from the recognition of your inner strengths. Example, the case of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, is often cited as an example of someone who unlocked their hidden potential. Despite facing numerous failures and rejections early in his career, Jobs became one of the most innovative and successful entrepreneurs of his time. Jobs' success didn't just come from intelligence or technical expertise. It stemmed from his deep awareness of his vision and his relentless pursuit of excellence, despite the doubts and limitations that others placed upon him. One of the key things that allowed Steve Jobs to unlock his potential was his ability to focus on his strengths rather than trying to conform to external expectations. He didn't just focus on making technology. He focused on how technology could change the world. This shift in focus, paired with his ability to connect deeply with his creative vision, allowed him to unlock and express his potential. How society and conditioning keep us from recognizing our potential. Most of us grow up in environments that teach us what is possible and what is not possible based on society's norms and expectations. This often leads to a narrowing of our thinking and a suppression of our true capabilities. For example, 1. School systems. Traditional education tends to emphasize standardized testing and conformity rather than nurturing individuality and creativity. As a result, students may learn to conform to a narrow definition of intelligence, which limits their ability to see their true potential. 2. Cultural and societal expectations. Society often tells us what success looks like, usually in the form of material wealth, job titles, or social status, and conditions us to chase these markers of success without questioning if they align with our true purpose. This conditioning can cloud our sense of what we are truly capable of. 3. Family and peers. From an early age, we are often told what we can or cannot do by our families and peers. While these people may have the best intentions, their beliefs about what is possible for us often limit our own views of what we can achieve. This societal conditioning can create an artificial barrier between us and our hidden potential. We may be so focused on meeting external expectations that we fail to explore what truly excites us, what we're naturally good at, or what could bring us deep fulfillment. Example, the story of J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, experienced rejection from numerous publishers before she found success. She was a single mother living on welfare, and her potential seemed hidden by her circumstances. However, What allowed her to unlock her potential was her ability to resist societal pressures and remain true to her creative vision. Despite hearing no many times, Rowling stayed committed to her dream and ultimately transformed the literary world, showing that hidden potential often requires resilience and faith in yourself when others may doubt you. The role of self-belief in unlocking your potential. One of the most critical components of unlocking your hidden potential is self-belief. Self-belief is the conviction that you are capable of achieving greatness and that you have the resources within you to succeed, regardless of your past or external circumstances. Unfortunately, many people struggle with self-doubt. We have internalized beliefs like, "I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. Others are more capable than me." These beliefs are often based on past experiences, failures, and criticisms. But the truth is, these beliefs are not facts. They are simply stories we tell ourselves. They don't define who we are or what we can achieve. To break free from these limitations, you must begin by questioning your beliefs about yourself and replacing them with more empowering thoughts. Practice. Rewriting your inner dialogue. One of the most powerful tools for unlocking your potential is to change your internal dialogue. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that hold you back. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough to start my own business," rewrite this thought to, "I am capable of learning and growing into the person I need to be to run a successful business." Daily practice. 1. Identify your limiting beliefs. Take 10 minutes to reflect on thoughts that make you feel small, unworthy, or incapable. Write them down. 2. Challenge these beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief actually true? What evidence do I have to support this? 3. Create empowering affirmations. Write down new, positive statements that reflect your true potential. Repeat them daily. The power of visualization in unlocking potential. Visualization is a powerful tool used by many successful individuals to activate their hidden potential. By visualizing success, you program your mind to believe that what you want to achieve is possible. Visualization allows you to see yourself not as you are now, but as the person you want to become. Example: Michael Phelps and visualization. Michael Phelps, the Olympic gold medalist, is famous for his use of visualization. Before each race, he would visualize every detail, from the feel of the water to his stroke technique and the sound of the crowd. This technique helped him perform consistently, even under extreme pressure. Visualization gave him a mental blueprint for success, allowing him to unlock his full athletic potential. Practice. 1. Create a vision board. Collect images, quotes, and symbols that represent your goals and dreams. Place them where you can see them every day. 2. Daily visualization. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning visualizing yourself achieving your dreams. Picture every detail in vivid color, how it feels, what it looks like, and the emotions you experience. Conclusion. Embracing the journey of unlocking hidden potential. Unlocking your hidden potential is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. As you begin to shift your mindset, challenge your limiting beliefs, and embrace new practices, you will slowly start to see yourself in a new light. The potential that has been dormant within you will gradually come to the surface, and you will begin to experience life with a renewed sense of purpose, direction, and possibility. Remember, the power to unlock your hidden potential lies within you. It is not determined by your past, your circumstances, or what others have told you. It is waiting to be awakened by your willingness to believe in yourself, to take action, and to consistently make choices that align with the person you are meant to be. The journey begins now. Chapter 2. Understanding your unseen abilities. What lies within you. Introduction. The invisible powers within us. Imagine for a moment that you have access to an incredible set of tools, a wealth of talents and abilities. but you've never really explored them. These tools have always been with you, embedded deep within your mind and body, yet you may have been too focused on external circumstances or self-doubt to recognize them. These tools represent your unseen abilities, the potential that has always been a part of you, but is often hidden beneath layers of social conditioning, fear, and unconscious habits. In this chapter, we will explore the nature of your unseen abilities, why you may not have fully tapped into them, and how to start the process of recognizing and developing these hidden strengths. The nature of unseen abilities. What are unseen abilities? Unseen abilities refer to the vast array of untapped talents, skills, and potential that you possess, but have not fully recognized or utilized. These abilities may range from intellectual gifts, such as problem-solving or creativity, to emotional strengths, like resilience or empathy. They can also manifest in more physical forms, such as coordination, energy, and strength. While some people are aware of certain natural abilities, such as musical talent, athletic prowess, or analytical thinking, many others may not even realize they possess these capabilities. The abilities that are unseen are often hidden beneath layers of fear, self-doubt, and external expectations that prevent us from fully exploring our potential. Why are our abilities unseen? 1. Self-limiting beliefs. Often, we are our own biggest obstacle. We hold beliefs such as, "I'm not smart enough," "I'm not creative," or "I don't have what it takes." These beliefs create mental barriers that prevent us from recognizing or using our abilities. When you think you lack something, you subconsciously block the avenues through which that skill or talent could emerge. 2. External conditioning. Society, schools, and family structures often tell us what is valuable, what is expected, and what is normal. These standards can suppress individuality and limit the expression of unique abilities. For example, someone might have a deep artistic ability but may never pursue it because they were told that only logical, analytical skills have value in society. 3. Fear of failure. Fear is one of the biggest suppressors of potential. We are often afraid to fail, to be judged, or to step outside the safe, familiar boundaries. The fear of failure leads to procrastination and avoiding challenges that could reveal our strengths. When we fear failure, we also fear the vulnerability of uncovering hidden talents that could require hard work and dedication to develop. 4. Lack of self-awareness. Many people simply don't know that they have the potential to do something extraordinary. Their awareness is clouded by daily distractions, routines, and external pressures. Without taking time for self-reflection and introspection, we may never pause long enough to ask, what am I truly capable of? Types of unseen abilities. Your unseen abilities can manifest in a variety of ways. Here are a few examples of common abilities that people often overlook. 1. Cognitive abilities. Problem-solving skills. Many people are excellent problem solvers, but don't recognize it until they are faced with a difficult situation. Whether it's finding innovative solutions at work or figuring out how to manage a challenging personal situation, this ability can be unlocked with practice. Analytical thinking. If you are able to dissect problems, analyze situations, and draw conclusions quickly, you likely possess high-level analytical skills that are often overlooked until you put them to the test. Creative thinking. Creativity isn't just about art. It's about thinking outside the box. People may not realize they are creative unless they are encouraged to express themselves in new ways. Your mind can generate new ideas, solutions, and methods when you allow it to flow freely. 2. Emotional and social intelligence. Empathy and understanding. Some people have a heightened sense of empathy, meaning they can understand and feel the emotions of others. This emotional intelligence allows you to connect deeply with people, support them during tough times, and even help resolve conflicts. Resilience and adaptability. Many individuals have an incredible ability to bounce back after setbacks. This ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity is a highly valuable skill, but it often goes unnoticed until a crisis situation arises. Communication skills. You may not realize how effective you are at connecting with others, whether in writing or speech. Effective communication is a hidden skill that allows you to influence and inspire those around you. 3. Physical abilities. Coordination and motor skills. Some people may possess excellent hand-eye coordination or athletic skills, but never discover them due to a lack of exposure or opportunity. These abilities can be discovered through sports, dance, or activities that require physical coordination. Energy and endurance. Many people have an innate ability to handle high levels of stress or physical demand, but they may not recognize it until they push themselves past their limits. The ability to work long hours, manage stress, and maintain focus for extended periods is an underappreciated skill. Recognizing your unseen abilities. 1. Self-reflection and awareness. To recognize your unseen abilities, start by becoming more self-aware. Take some time to reflect on your life, experiences, and strengths. Here are a few ways to begin this process. Daily journaling. Write down your thoughts every day, focusing on moments when you felt confident, successful, or fulfilled. What were you doing during those moments? What skills did you use? Journaling can help you uncover patterns of your hidden strengths. Meditation. Meditation creates the space for you to clear your mind, calm your thoughts, and connect with your deeper self. During meditation, focus on areas where you feel blocked or unsure. Ask yourself questions like, what am I avoiding? Or, what do I wish I could accomplish? This allows you to unlock your intuitive wisdom. 2. Seek feedback from others. Often, we are too close to ourselves to see the full picture. Asking trusted friends, family, or colleagues about your strengths can provide valuable insights. You might be surprised by what others see in you that you've never noticed in yourself. Ask for constructive feedback. When you seek feedback, ask about your strengths, talents, and areas where you've excelled. You may hear about qualities you didn't realize you had, such as your ability to handle stress or inspire others. 3. Try new experiences and challenges. A significant way to uncover hidden potential is by stepping outside your comfort zone. When we push ourselves into unfamiliar territory, we are forced to draw upon latent abilities that have not been activated. Take on new challenges. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a new hobby, or tackling a difficult project at work, challenging yourself helps activate untapped skills. It may also expose areas where you need growth, giving you the opportunity to improve and evolve. Practical exercises to discover your hidden potential. 1. The Strengths Inventory. Create a list of qualities, skills, and attributes you admire in others. For each quality, ask yourself, do I already possess this trait? How can I develop it further? When have I used it before, even if unconsciously? By reviewing this list, you may uncover potential abilities that you can develop into powerful strengths. 2. The flow. Experiment. The state of flow occurs when you are fully immersed in an activity, losing track of time and feeling at your peak. Identify activities where you enter this state and ask yourself, what skills do I use during this time? What comes naturally to me? How can I enhance the skill further? Conclusion. Embrace your hidden power. Recognizing and unlocking your hidden abilities is an ongoing process that requires awareness, courage, and the willingness to explore. By embracing the idea that you have vast potential waiting to be discovered, you open up a world of possibilities for growth and fulfillment. The journey to uncover your unseen abilities will challenge you to confront your fears, break free from limiting beliefs, and step into your full power. So, begin today by observing yourself more consciously, seeking feedback from others, and trying new things. Each small step you take will bring you closer to realizing the boundless potential within. Chapter 3: The Science of Intelligence Beyond IQ Introduction. What is intelligence? For decades, intelligence has often been defined narrowly, primarily measured by IQ tests and associated with logical reasoning, mathematical problem-solving, and verbal skills. But intelligence is far more complex than a single number or a set of academic abilities. In fact, research over the last several decades has shown that intelligence encompasses a wide variety of capabilities, including emotional understanding, creative thinking, social savvy, and the ability to adapt to new situations. The science of intelligence now goes beyond IQ, revealing that every individual has unique strengths and potentials that may not be reflected in traditional measures. This chapter delves into what science says about intelligence, explores different models and frameworks, and provides practical ways for you to identify and nurture your own diverse intellectual abilities. What is IQ, and what does it really measure? IQ tests were originally designed to assess specific cognitive skills, including logical reasoning, problem-solving ability, verbal comprehension, working memory. These tests were intended to predict academic performance and, to some extent, career success in certain fields. While IQ tests can provide valuable insights into certain mental capacities, they offer only a partial view of an individual's overall intelligence. The limitations of IQ tests. Cultural and environmental bias. IQ tests may favor individuals who have had access to quality education, particular cultural knowledge, or certain types of problem-solving experiences. Focus on narrow skills. IQ tests don't measure creative thinking, emotional intelligence, or practical problem-solving skills that are often crucial in real-life scenarios. Lack of contextual intelligence. Life often requires adaptive reasoning and the ability to navigate complex social environments, skills that are not captured by IQ scores. Example: the case of Richard Feynman. The Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman reportedly had a moderate IQ score of 125, far below the scores of many academic colleagues. Despite this, his groundbreaking work in quantum mechanics, his ability to explain complex concepts in simple terms, and his creative approach to solving scientific problems made him one of the greatest thinkers of the 20th century. His achievements demonstrate that traditional IQ tests can miss critical aspects of intelligence, such as creativity, intuition, and practical problem-solving. Multiple intelligences. A broader framework. In 1983, psychologist Howard Gardner introduced the theory of multiple intelligences, challenging the traditional notion that intelligence is a single, unified ability. Instead, Gardner proposed that there are several distinct types of intelligence, each representing different ways people understand and interact with the world. The 8 intelligences. 1. Linguistic intelligence, the ability to use language effectively, whether through writing, speaking, or storytelling. Examples: authors, journalists, lawyers, poets. 2. Logical mathematical intelligence, the capacity to analyze problems logically, recognize patterns, and understand numbers and relationships. Examples: scientists, mathematicians, engineers. 3. Musical intelligence, the ability to perceive, appreciate, and create music, including recognizing rhythms, tones, and melodies. Examples: composers, musicians, sound engineers. 4. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence, the skill to control body movements and handle objects skillfully, often associated with physical coordination. Examples: athletes, dancers, surgeons, mechanics. 5. Spatial intelligence, the ability to visualize and manipulate objects in space, as well as a keen understanding of physical environments. Examples: architects, pilots, graphic designers. 6. Interpersonal intelligence, the capacity to understand and relate to others, recognize their emotions, and manage social interactions effectively. Examples: counselors, teachers, social workers, sales professionals. 7. Interpersonal intelligence, the ability to understand oneself, one's own feelings, motivations, and inner strengths. Examples: philosophers, psychologists, personal coaches. 8. Naturalistic intelligence, the ability to recognize patterns in nature, identify plants and animals, and understand ecological systems. Examples: biologists, environmentalists, farmers. Key takeaway: Gardner's model emphasizes that intelligence is not one-dimensional. People can excel in different domains, and one person's strengths may not resemble another's. Recognizing this diversity allows individuals to value their unique abilities rather than conform to a narrow standard of intelligence. Emotional intelligence, the missing piece. Another critical aspect of intelligence is emotional intelligence, introduced by psychologists Peter Salovey and John Mayer and popularized by Daniel Goleman. Unlike IQ, which focuses on cognitive abilities, EQ measures emotional and social skills, the ability to perceive, understand, and manage emotions in oneself and others. The 4 components of EQ: 1. Self-awareness, recognizing your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behaviors. 2. Self-regulation, the ability to control impulsive behaviors, manage stress, and adapt to changing circumstances. 3. Empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others, which helps build trust and strong relationships. 4. Social skills, managing relationships, resolving conflicts, and communicating effectively in various social situations. Why EQ matters. People with high EQ are often better leaders, team players, and communicators. EQ is closely linked to success in fields that rely on interpersonal relationships, negotiation, and collaboration. High EQ contributes to mental well-being by helping individuals manage stress, improve self-confidence, and build stronger connections. Example: emotional intelligence in action. Consider a manager who excels in technical skills but struggles to connect with their team. By improving their emotional intelligence, learning to listen actively, empathize with team members' challenges, and regulate their own stress levels, they can transform into a more effective leader who inspires trust and loyalty. Practical applications. Recognizing your own strengths. Now that we understand intelligence as a multidimensional concept, how can you identify and develop your own unique strengths? 1. Reflect on past successes. Think back to times when you felt particularly successful, energized, or fulfilled. What were you doing? Were you solving a complex problem, helping someone through a tough time, creating something new or innovative? These experiences often reveal your natural areas of strength, whether they are interpersonal, creative, analytical, or practical. 2. Take a multiple intelligences assessment. There are various online tools and questionnaires designed to help you identify your dominant intelligences. While no test is perfect, these assessments can provide valuable insights into which areas of intelligence you naturally excel in. 3. Seek feedback from others. Ask trusted friends, colleagues, or mentors to share their observations of your strengths. Often, others can see abilities in us that we may overlook. They might notice that you're a great problem solver, a natural mediator, or a creative thinker. 4. Experiment and try new activities. You might not know you have a certain type of intelligence until you test it. Take a class in something outside your comfort zone, painting, coding, public speaking, and see how you respond. Volunteer for a project that involves a skill you haven't used before, such as organizing an event or mentoring someone. Practice self-awareness. Pay attention to what comes naturally to you and what feels like a struggle. Practice. Developing a growth mindset. One of the most important aspects of unlocking your potential is adopting a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that intelligence and abilities are not fixed traits, but can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. Daily practices to develop a growth mindset. 1. Embrace challenges. View difficulties as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to avoid. 2. Learn from criticism. Constructive feedback is a gift that helps you improve. 3. Celebrate effort, not just outcomes. Recognize that the process of learning and trying new things builds your abilities over time. 4. Reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, see it as a stepping stone to greater understanding and skill. Example: the power of persistence. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset allowed him to continue experimenting and ultimately succeed. By embracing effort and learning from each attempt, he unlocked the full potential of his innovative mind. Conclusion: intelligence is more than a number. The science of intelligence shows us that we are all intelligent in different ways. IQ is just one small piece of a much larger puzzle. By understanding multiple intelligences, emotional intelligence, and the role of mindset, you can begin to see your own potential in a new light. Key takeaways: intelligence is multidimensional, encompassing cognitive, emotional, creative, and practical skills. Emotional intelligence is just as important as traditional IQ, especially in personal relationships and leadership roles. Developing a growth mindset allows you to expand your intelligence over time through effort and learning. By reflecting on past successes, seeking feedback, and trying new activities, you can uncover and nurture your unique strengths. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to uncover your natural talents, identify hidden strengths, and create a personalized plan to nurture those abilities. This is your opportunity to embrace the full spectrum of intelligence that lies within you and begin shaping a future aligned with your greatest potential. Chapter 4. Uncovering your natural talents. How to identify what you're good at. Introduction. Discovering your unique strengths. We often hear the phrase, "Everyone is good at something," but many people struggle to identify what that something is for themselves. Natural talents are not always obvious. They may be skills that come so easily to you that you overlook them, or they might be abilities you haven't yet had the opportunity or confidence to explore. Identifying your natural talents is a key step in unlocking your full potential. When you understand what you're inherently good at, you can direct your energy and focus toward pursuits that truly align with your strengths. This chapter is about helping you find those talents, even if they've been hidden or forgotten. What are natural talents? Natural talents are the abilities that come easily to you, without extensive training or effort. They are often present from an early age and may emerge in certain activities or situations, revealing patterns of strengths that feel intuitive or effortless. Key characteristics of natural talents. Ease of learning. You pick up certain skills more quickly than others. Effortless performance. You can excel in some areas without feeling drained or overwhelmed. Consistent patterns. You've noticed recurring themes in the types of tasks you enjoy or perform well. Positive feedback. Others frequently recognize or praise you for particular abilities. Natural talents versus learned skills. It's important to note that talents and skills are not the same. Talents are innate and come naturally to you. Skills are acquired through practice, education, and experience. For example, you might have a natural talent for solving puzzles or seeing patterns. Over time, you could turn this talent into a skill by learning data analysis, coding, or strategic planning. Identifying your natural talents gives you a foundation upon which you can build and refine skills. Why are natural talents often hidden? Many people struggle to see their own talents because they've never been encouraged to look inward. Instead, societal expectations, external validation, and traditional education systems focus on certain benchmarks, e.g., grades, degrees, standardized tests, that may not align with an individual's unique strengths. Common reasons talents remain hidden: 1. Societal expectations. If certain talents don't fit the traditional mold of success, they may be dismissed or undervalued. 2. Comparison with others. Constantly measuring yourself against others can blind you to your own unique strengths. 3. Fear of judgment. You might downplay your abilities for fear of standing out or being criticized. 4. Lack of opportunity. Without exposure to a variety of activities, you may never discover where your natural strengths lie. By overcoming these barriers, you can begin to uncover the talents that have been there all along. How to recognize your natural talents. Identifying your natural talents requires reflection, exploration, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Here are practical steps you can take. 1. Reflect on your childhood interests. As children, we often gravitate toward activities that come naturally to us. Think back to what you enjoyed doing before outside influences took hold. Did you love drawing, building things, or telling stories? Were you always the one organizing games with friends or helping classmates understand complex topics? Did you show a knack for fixing things, creating new games, or caring for animals? Example: Maya always enjoyed writing short stories as a child, but as she grew older, she pursued a more practical career in finance. Reflecting on her childhood passion helped her reconnect with her talent for storytelling, leading her to start writing again in her free time. Practice. Take 10 minutes to write down activities you loved as a child. Look for patterns or recurring themes that reveal your innate strengths. 2. Notice what energizes you. Pay attention to the activities that leave you feeling energized, excited, and engaged. When you're using your natural talents, you often lose track of time, feel deeply absorbed, and finish tasks with a sense of fulfillment rather than exhaustion. Example: David worked in customer service, but always found himself drawn to helping his colleagues learn new software tools. He noticed that he felt energized and fulfilled after these teaching moments, realizing that his natural talent lay in explaining complex ideas in simple terms. Practice. Over the next week, keep a journal of tasks that leave you feeling motivated and energized. Which activities feel effortless yet rewarding? 3. Listen to what others say. Sometimes other people notice your talents before you do. If you consistently receive positive feedback about a certain ability, it's worth exploring further. Has a friend ever told you, "You're so good at this"? Do colleagues frequently come to you for help with a particular type of problem? Have teachers, mentors, or coworkers pointed out a skill you've taken for granted? Example: Emily never considered herself a natural leader, but her teammates frequently told her they felt motivated and inspired when she organized projects. Their feedback helped her realize she had a talent for leadership and team coordination. Practice. Ask trusted friends, family, or colleagues to share what they think your strengths are. Take note of any patterns in their responses. 4. Experiment and try new things. Sometimes we only discover our talents when we step out of our comfort zones and try activities we've never considered. Experimenting with new hobbies, roles, or projects can reveal hidden abilities. Try a new hobby, like painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument. Take on a new responsibility at work, such as leading a meeting or training a new hire. Volunteer for a community project that requires skills you haven't explored before. Example: John always assumed he wasn't artistic. But when a friend invited him to a pottery class, He discovered a talent for shaping clay and creating intricate designs. The experience uncovered a hidden talent he never knew he had. Practice. Set a goal to try one new activity each month. Reflect on how you feel during and after the experience. 5. Analyze your strengths. In everyday tasks, even routine tasks, can reveal natural talents. Consider the roles you often take on in group settings or the ways you approach problems. Are you the one who organizes schedules and keeps things on track? You might have a natural talent for project management. Do you come up with creative solutions when others are stuck? Perhaps creativity or problem-solving is your strength. Are you the person friends turn to when they need someone to listen? You may excel in empathy and interpersonal skills. Example: Maria noticed that she was always the one creating detailed travel itineraries for group trips. She enjoyed the process and received praise from her friends. Realizing she had a knack for planning and organizing, she started offering her services as a travel consultant. Practice. Review your daily routines and interactions. Write down moments when you felt competent and confident. What skills were you using in those moments? How to cultivate your natural talents. Once you've identified your natural talents, the next step is to nurture and develop them. Your talents are like seeds. They need attention, practice, and the right environment to grow. 1. Practice regularly. Consistent practice strengthens your abilities and helps you refine your skills. Set aside time each week to focus on your talent, whether it's writing, problem-solving, mentoring, or something else. 2. Seek opportunities for growth. Look for ways to challenge yourself and stretch your abilities. For example, if you have a talent for public speaking, sign up for a speaking competition or volunteer to give presentations at work. These opportunities push you to improve and build confidence. 3. Learn from mentors. Find someone who has expertise in your area of talent. Learning from their experience and receiving constructive feedback can accelerate your growth. 4. Surround yourself with supportive people. Join communities or groups that encourage and support your interests. Being around like-minded individuals can help you stay motivated and inspired. 5. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate small victories. Recognizing your progress keeps you motivated and reinforces the value of your natural talents. Conclusion: embrace your unique gifts. Uncovering your natural talents is not just about improving your performance or achieving external success. It's about embracing the unique strengths that make you who you are. By identifying what you're naturally good at, you can find greater fulfillment in your daily life, build confidence and self-esteem, make more meaningful contributions to your work, relationships, and community. Create a life that aligns with your true passions and values. Key takeaways. 1. Natural talents are abilities that feel intuitive, effortless, and energizing. 2. Reflecting on childhood interests. Noticing what energizes you and seeking feedback from others can help reveal these hidden strengths. 3. Trying new activities and analyzing your everyday tasks can uncover talents you may not have recognized before. 4. Once identified, nurturing your talents through practice, mentorship, and supportive environments will help them flourish. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore breaking through self-doubt and fear, the barriers that often prevent you from fully embracing and utilizing your natural talents. By overcoming these internal obstacles, you'll be able to confidently step into your strengths and continue your journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. Chapter 5. Breaking through self-doubt. Overcoming mental barriers. Introduction. The weight of self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the most common and insidious obstacles people face when trying to unlock their full potential. It's that nagging inner voice that says, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." This inner critic can cause you to hesitate, procrastinate, and ultimately hold back from pursuing your goals and dreams. The good news is that self-doubt isn't a permanent condition. It's a learned mindset that can be unlearned with practice and conscious effort. In this chapter, we'll explore the root causes of self-doubt and how it develops, common mental barriers that keep us from moving forward, practical strategies and exercises to reframe limiting beliefs and build unshakable confidence. By breaking through self-doubt, you'll not only feel more empowered, but you'll also create space for your natural talents to flourish. The roots of self-doubt often begins early in life and can be influenced by a variety of internal and external factors. To overcome it, it's important to understand its origins. 1. Early conditioning. Parental or authority figure criticism, constantly being told you're not good enough or not as smart as your peers, can leave deep emotional scars. Even well-meaning feedback can sometimes be interpreted as judgment, leading to self-doubt in adulthood. Educational experiences. A bad grade, a failed test, or being compared to classmates can create lasting beliefs about your intellectual capabilities. Example: Sarah loved to draw as a child, but her parents discouraged it, saying it wasn't a practical skill. Over time, she began to believe she wasn't good at art and stopped pursuing it altogether, even though it was one of her true passions. 2. Fear of failure. Many people equate failure with personal inadequacy. This fear often leads to procrastination, putting off tasks or goals out of fear that you won't perform well. Perfectionism, setting impossibly high standards to avoid failure, which can paradoxically increase self-doubt when perfection isn't achieved. Example: John wanted to start his own business, but he kept delaying because he worried it might fail. Each delay fueled his self-doubt, making him feel even less capable of succeeding. 3. Social and cultural influences. Comparisons. Constantly measuring yourself against others, whether through social media, workplace achievements, or societal norms, can amplify feelings of inadequacy. Cultural expectations. Certain cultures emphasize modesty and discourage self-promotion, which can lead to internalizing doubt about one's abilities. Example: Emily often compared her career progress to her friends' accomplishments on social media. Seeing others succeed while she struggled made her doubt her own worth, even though her path was unique and valid. Common mental barriers and how to overcome them. 1. Imposter syndrome. Many talented people feel like they're faking it and worry that one day others will discover they're not as capable as they appear. This internal narrative can prevent you from fully embracing your achievements and moving forward confidently. How to overcome it. Reframe your achievements. Make a list of all the challenges you've overcome and the successes you've achieved. Reflecting on your own track record can help you see that you've earned your place. Seek external validation carefully. While it's not healthy to rely entirely on others' opinions, occasionally asking trusted mentors or colleagues for their perspective can help you see your accomplishments more objectively. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge even minor achievements to remind yourself of your competence. Example: Laura was promoted to a management position but felt she wasn't truly qualified. Her mentor encouraged her to keep a journal of daily successes, from resolving conflicts to hitting project milestones. Over time, this practice helped her build confidence and overcome imposter syndrome. 2. Negative self-talk. The inner critic is a powerful force that reinforces self-doubt. Phrases like, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never figure this out," become a self-fulfilling prophecy if left unchecked. How to overcome it. Identify the voice. Pay attention to when negative thoughts arise. Recognize them as just thoughts, not facts. Challenge the narrative. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this thought is true? More often than not, there's little factual basis for your self-doubt. Replace negativity with affirmations. When a negative thought arises, counter it with a positive statement. For example, if you think, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I am capable of learning and growing." Example: whenever David tried something new, his inner critic would say, "You're not cut out for this." He started practicing mindfulness and noticed this thought each time it appeared. He then consciously replaced it with, "I'm willing to try and improve." This shift in self-talk helped him build confidence over time. 3. Perfectionism often leads to paralysis. When you believe that only perfect results are acceptable, you may avoid starting a task altogether. How to overcome it? Set realistic goals. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on progress rather than perfection. Embrace imperfection. Remind yourself that mistakes are part of growth. Learn from failure. View setbacks as valuable lessons that can inform future attempts. Example: Julia wanted to launch a blog but spent months obsessing over the perfect design. She eventually decided to publish her first post, flaws and all. By focusing on the content rather than perfect formatting, she gained confidence and began writing regularly. Practical exercises to break through self-doubt. 1. What's the worst that could happen? Exercise: when self-doubt arises, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I try and fail? Is it really as bad as I'm imagining? What's the best possible outcome if I succeed? How this helps? This exercise helps put fear in perspective. Often, we realize that even the worst-case scenario isn't catastrophic, while the potential rewards of taking action are far greater. Practice. Next time you hesitate on a decision, write out the worst and best possible outcomes. You'll often find that the potential upside far outweighs the risks. 2. Visualization and positive rehearsal. Visualization involves imagining yourself succeeding in a situation where you currently feel self-doubt. By mentally rehearsing success, you can build confidence, reduce anxiety about the actual event, train your mind to focus on positive outcomes. Example: if you're nervous about giving a presentation, spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself speaking confidently, engaging your audience, and receiving positive feedback. This practice can help you feel more prepared and assured when the actual moment arrives. 3. Daily affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements you repeat to yourself to shift your mindset and build self-belief. Start each day by affirming your capabilities. I am capable. I am resilient. I am prepared. Write down affirmations and place them somewhere visible, like a sticky note on your mirror, to remind yourself of your strengths. How this helps? Affirmations help counteract the negativity of self-doubt, reinforcing a more positive and empowering inner dialogue. 4. The Confidence Journal. Keep a notebook dedicated to tracking your successes. Each day, write down 3 things you did well. Over time, you'll build a tangible record of your achievements, no matter how small. When self-doubt creeps in, review your journal to remind yourself of how far you've come. Example: Adam started writing down even small wins, like handling a difficult conversation or finishing a project ahead of schedule. After a few weeks, he noticed that reading through his entries helped him feel more confident and motivated. Conclusion: moving beyond self-doubt. Breaking through self-doubt is not about eliminating it completely. It's about learning to recognize and manage it. When you understand where your self-doubt comes from, reframe negative thoughts, and practice building confidence daily, you gain control over your inner narrative. Key takeaways. 1. Self-doubt is a learned mindset and can be unlearned. 2. Imposter syndrome, negative self-talk, and perfectionism are common barriers, but they can be overcome. 3. Practical exercises like visualization, affirmations, and keeping a confidence journal helps shift your mindset over time. 4. By building small daily habits, you can gradually replace self-doubt with self-belief and move forward with greater confidence. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of mindset and beliefs in shaping your reality. By understanding how your thoughts influence your outcomes, you'll learn how to cultivate a mindset that supports growth, resilience, and personal success. Chapter 6. The Role of Mindset. How your beliefs shape your abilities. Introduction. The power of belief. What we believe about ourselves, our abilities, our intelligence, and our potential directly influences how we approach challenges, how we handle setbacks, and what we ultimately achieve. The way we view ourselves and our capabilities creates a framework that shapes every decision we make and every action we take. This chapter will dive into the concept of mindset, specifically how our beliefs serve as the foundation for growth or stagnation. We'll explore the science behind mindset, real-world examples of how beliefs influence performance, and practical exercises to develop a mindset that helps you reach your full potential. What is mindset? At its core, mindset refers to the underlying beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. Your mindset determines how you interpret experiences, respond to challenges, and perceive your abilities. The two primary mindsets. 1. Fixed mindset. O. Belief that your abilities and intelligence are static. O. Tendency to avoid challenges for fear of failure. O. Perception that effort is futile if you're not naturally talented. O. Desire to prove your worth rather than improve your skills. 2. Growth mindset. O. Belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. O. Willingness to embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. O. Recognition that effort and perseverance lead to improvement. O. Focus on continual development rather than seeking external validation. Key insight. Your mindset is not fixed. Just as abilities can grow, so too can your beliefs. By shifting your mindset, you unlock the potential for ongoing personal and professional growth. The science behind mindset. The concept of mindset is grounded in research. Carol Dweck's work at Stanford University demonstrated that mindset directly affects how individuals perform in a variety of settings, from classrooms to boardrooms. Key findings from Dweck's research. Students with a growth mindset consistently performed better on challenging tasks than those with a fixed mindset. People with a growth mindset are more likely to persist after failure, seeing it as a stepping stone rather than a dead end. Beliefs about intelligence and talent influence how we approach learning opportunities. The brain's plasticity. Neuroscience supports the idea that abilities can grow. The brain is capable of forming new neural connections throughout life, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. When you challenge yourself to learn new skills or push beyond your comfort zone, your brain adapts and strengthens, much like a muscle. A growth mindset aligns with this scientific reality, while a fixed mindset denies it. Example: consider athletes who initially lacked natural talent but became champions through relentless practice and a belief that they could improve. Their brains literally rewired over time to support their growing abilities. How beliefs shape performance and behavior. Your beliefs act as a filter, coloring how you see opportunities, setbacks, and your own potential. 1. The self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe you're bad at something, you're less likely to put in the effort to improve. Over time, your lack of effort reinforces the initial belief, creating a cycle that confirms your low expectations. The opposite is also true. Believing you can improve encourages effort, and that effort leads to better results. Example: a student who believes they're not good at math may avoid challenging math problems, causing them to fall behind. Conversely, a student who believes they can improve through practice is more likely to put in extra effort, leading to gradual improvement and a stronger sense of confidence. 2. The impact on risk-taking. A fixed mindset often leads to avoiding risks. People with this mindset fear failure, so they choose safe paths that don't challenge them. In contrast, a growth mindset encourages taking calculated risks because failure is seen as a natural part of growth. Example: an entrepreneur with a growth mindset may launch a new product, knowing there's a chance of failure, but believing they'll learn valuable lessons. Someone with a fixed mindset may never start, fearing they'll confirm their own doubts if it doesn't succeed. 3. How mindset shapes learning habits. Beliefs influence how you approach learning. If you think intelligence is fixed, you're more likely to see challenges as threats. If you believe abilities can grow, you see challenges as opportunities to expand your knowledge. Example: imagine two employees attending the same training session. One believes they're just not a tech person and tunes out. The other believes they can learn and improve, actively participates, and eventually masters the new system. Building a growth mindset. The good news is that a growth mindset can be cultivated. It starts with recognizing the fixed mindset patterns in your thinking and making intentional shifts toward more growth-oriented beliefs. 1. Recognize fixed mindset thoughts. Pay attention to thoughts like, "I'll never be good at this. I'm not as smart as they are. I'm just not a creative person." When you notice these patterns, pause and ask, is this really true? Or is it just a belief I've adopted? 2. Reframe challenges and failures. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth. Reframe "I failed" into "I learned." Shift "I'm not good at this" into "I'm not good at this yet." Practice. Think of a recent failure. Write down 3 lessons you learned from it. By focusing on the lessons, you train your mind to associate setbacks with growth rather than defeat. 3. Embrace the power of "yet." Adding the word "yet" to negative thoughts transforms them into growth-oriented statements. "I can't do this" becomes "I can't do this yet." "I'm not good at this" becomes "I'm not good at this yet." How this helps? "Yet" implies progress and possibility, keeping you open to improvement. 4. Focus on effort, not outcomes. A growth mindset celebrates effort and perseverance as much as results. Instead of only seeking validation for success, recognize and reward the process. Acknowledge hard work. Celebrate the time and energy you put into a project, regardless of the immediate outcome. Track progress. Keep a journal of how far you've come in different areas. Seeing gradual improvement helps reinforce the belief that growth is always possible. Example: if you're learning to play the guitar, don't just measure success by how perfectly you can play a song. Notice how much longer you can practice without frustration, how much easier it is to transition between chords, and how your confidence improves. 5. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. The people around you influence your mindset. Seek out mentors, colleagues, or friends who encourage learning, support your efforts, and inspire you to grow. When you're surrounded by people who value progress and resilience, their attitudes reinforce your own growth-oriented beliefs. Example: joining a community of aspiring writers who share feedback and celebrate improvement can help you maintain a growth mindset in your creative pursuits. Practical exercises to shift your mindset. 1. Daily reflection on growth. At the end of each day, write down one challenge you faced, what you learned from it, how you'll approach a similar situation in the future. 2. Affirmation practice. Repeat positive affirmations that reinforce a growth mindset. Examples: I am capable of learning and improving. Challenges help me grow stronger. I'm on a journey of continuous improvement. 3. The Small Wins Journal. Keep a journal of small wins and incremental improvements. Over time, seeing your progress reinforces the belief that abilities grow with effort. Conclusion: Mindset shapes reality. Your mindset is the lens through which you view your abilities, challenges, and potential. By understanding and consciously shifting your mindset, you can break through perceived limitations, develop new skills, and approach life with greater confidence and resilience. Key takeaways. 1. Mindset influences how you interpret success, failure, and effort. 2. A fixed mindset limits growth, while a growth mindset unlocks potential. 3. Neuroscience confirms that the brain's plasticity supports continuous learning and improvement. 4. Practical exercises like reframing challenges, using affirmations, and tracking progress help build a growth mindset over time. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to turn your newfound mindset into action by cultivating habits that reinforce growth and using them to tackle your biggest goals. Through intentional practice, you'll learn how to fully embrace challenges, maintain momentum, and experience continuous improvement in every area of your life. Chapter 7. Exploring Intuition, Tapping into Your Inner Wisdom. Introduction. Understanding the role of intuition. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a deep inner knowing that guides you toward the right decision, even when logic and reason don't provide a clear answer. It's that voice within you that nudges you to follow a particular path, even when it defies conventional thinking. For some, intuition is a faint whisper. For others, it's a loud, persistent presence. Either way, learning to listen to and trust your intuition is a crucial step in personal growth, creativity, and self-empowerment. In this chapter, we'll explore what intuition is, how it manifests, why it's often overlooked, and most importantly, how to tune into it. You'll learn practical ways to strengthen your connection to this inner wisdom, see real-life examples of intuition at work, and discover exercises you can use to develop a more intuitive approach to decision-making and self-awareness. What is intuition? Intuition is not a mystical force or a supernatural ability. Instead, it's a natural process rooted in your brain's ability to recognize patterns, recall past experiences, and synthesize information without conscious effort. Your mind processes far more data than you're aware of on a conscious level. This subconscious processing allows you to just know things without being able to articulate exactly how or why you know them. Key characteristics of intuition. 1. Subtlety. Intuition often feels more like a whisper than a shout. It may manifest as a slight unease, a strong sense of certainty, or a quiet pull in one direction. 2. Speed. Intuitive insights often come instantly. They arise faster than analytical thoughts and may appear fully formed in an instant. 3. Nonlinear thinking. Unlike logical reasoning, which follows a step-by-step process, intuition offers a sudden leap of understanding, connecting dots in ways that don't always make immediate logical sense. Example. Imagine you're meeting someone new at a social gathering. On paper, this person checks all the boxes for someone you get along with, yet you can't shake a feeling that something isn't quite right. That unease might be your intuition picking up on subtle cues, tone of voice, body language, or inconsistencies in their story that your conscious mind hasn't yet registered. Why intuition is often overlooked despite its power. Intuition is frequently dismissed in favor of logic, data, and measurable facts. Several factors contribute to this bias against intuition. 1. Societal emphasis on rationality. Modern education and work environments often prioritize analytical thinking, data-driven decision-making, and step-by-step problem-solving. Intuition, which is more subtle and harder to quantify, is seen as less reliable or even irrelevant. 2. Fear of being wrong. People often second-guess their intuition because they fear making a mistake. Trusting an inner feeling without concrete evidence can feel risky, especially when the stakes are high. As a result, Many individuals learn to suppress their intuitive insights rather than risk being incorrect. 3. Cultural conditioning. In many cultures, intuition is viewed as less serious or scientific than logical reasoning. This can lead to a societal undervaluing of intuitive knowledge and a tendency to rely solely on conscious thought processes. Example: a corporate executive might sense that a particular strategy is flawed, but if the numbers on the spreadsheet suggest otherwise, they may ignore their gut feeling. Later, when the strategy fails, they might recall that their intuition had been warning them all along. How intuition manifests in everyday life. Intuition shows up in a variety of forms, including 1. Gut feelings, physical sensations, like a tightness in the stomach, a feeling of warmth, or a sudden chill, often accompany intuitive insights. These sensations can serve as early warning signals or confirmation that you're on the right track. 2. Dreams and daydreams. The subconscious mind often speaks through dreams. A seemingly random dream image or recurring daydream might be your intuition communicating something important. Learning to interpret these messages can help you gain deeper clarity. 3. Sudden clarity or aha moments. You might be struggling with a decision when, seemingly out of nowhere, the answer becomes clear. This flash of insight is a hallmark of intuition. 4. Subtle repetition of ideas. If a certain thought, idea, or phrase keeps coming up in your mind, it could be your intuition trying to guide you. For instance, if you repeatedly think about a career change or a particular project, your intuition may be urging you to take action. Example: Rachel, a graphic designer, kept having vivid dreams about working on children's book illustrations. Although she'd never considered illustrating children's books, the repeated dream imagery prompted her to explore the idea. Within a year, she published her first illustrated children's book, launching a successful new phase of her career. Strengthening your connection to intuition. If you've learned to ignore your intuition, reconnecting with it will take conscious effort. By creating the right conditions and practicing specific techniques, you can enhance your ability to hear and trust your inner wisdom. 1. Create quiet space for reflection. Modern life is full of noise, emails, social media, news, and endless to-do lists. Intuition thrives in stillness. Set aside time each day to disconnect from external distractions and tune into your inner world. Practice. Spend 5-10 minutes in quiet reflection each morning. Sit in a calm environment and simply notice what thoughts or feelings arise. Pay attention to any recurring themes, images, or emotions that come up. These may be clues from your intuition. 2. Keep an intuition journal. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and decisions can help you track patterns over time. An intuition journal allows you to record intuitive insights and revisit them later to see how accurate they were. Practice. Each day, write down any gut feelings or intuitive hunches you experienced. Include details about the situation, what you felt, and what you decided to do. Reflect on past entries to see how often your intuition was correct. Over time, you'll build confidence in your inner guidance. 3. Meditate regularly. Meditation is one of the most effective ways to quiet the mind and create a space for intuition to emerge. Through meditation, you can learn to distinguish between your intuition and the noise of fear, doubt, or external influences. Practice. Begin with a simple breath-focused meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If a question or decision is weighing on you, pose the question silently at the start of your session. Let the answer arise naturally without forcing it. With practice, you'll become more attuned to the subtle signals of your intuition. 4. Trust small gut feelings. Start by following your intuition in low-stakes situations. For example, if you feel drawn to take a different route home or try a new restaurant, do it. Over time, you'll build trust in your intuitive guidance, making it easier to rely on in more significant decisions. Practice. The next time you feel a small, intuitive nudge, such as calling a friend out of the blue or trying a new approach at work, act on it. Reflect on the outcome and note how it felt to trust your intuition. 5. Pay attention to your body's signals. Your body often reacts to situations before your mind does. Learning to interpret physical sensations, such as a sinking feeling in your stomach, a rush of energy, or a sense of calm, can help you recognize when your intuition is speaking. Practice. Before making a decision, pause and notice how your body feels. If you feel tension or unease, consider whether your intuition is signaling caution. If you feel lightness or excitement, your intuition may be encouraging you to move forward. Real-life examples of intuition at work. 1. Oprah Winfrey's intuitive decision-making. Oprah Winfrey has frequently spoken about the importance of listening to her inner voice. Early in her career, she trusted her intuition to turn down projects that didn't feel right, even when they seemed logical on paper. By following her gut instincts, she built a career aligned with her values and passions. 2. Steve Jobs and creative innovation. Steve Jobs often attributed his innovative ideas to intuition. He famously said, "Intuition is a very powerful thing, more powerful than intellect, in my opinion." Jobs' ability to trust his intuition led to groundbreaking products like the iPhone, which combined technical innovation with an intuitive user experience. Conclusion: embrace your inner wisdom. Intuition is not a mystical gift reserved for a select few. It's a natural part of human cognition that can be nurtured and developed. By learning to quiet your mind, pay attention to your body's signals, and trust the subtle inner voice that guides you, you'll unlock a powerful source of wisdom that can shape your decisions, enhance your creativity, and lead you toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Key takeaways. 1. Intuition is a natural process rooted in pattern recognition and subconscious processing. 2. Modern society often undervalues intuition, favoring logic and data-driven decisions. 3. You can strengthen your intuition by creating quiet reflection time, keeping a journal, meditating, and trusting small gut feelings. 4. Real-life examples from successful individuals show that intuition plays a crucial role in personal and professional success. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how intuition can be combined with analytical thinking to create a balanced approach to decision-making. By integrating both inner wisdom and rational thought, you'll learn to make choices that are both informed and aligned with your true self. Chapter 8. Creativity and Innovation. Unlocking your creative genius. Introduction. What is creative genius? Creativity is often misunderstood. Many believe it's a rare gift possessed only by a select few: artists, writers, inventors, or musicians. However, the truth is that creativity is a universal human capacity. It's not limited to the arts or traditional creative professions. Creativity is equally crucial for problem-solving, innovation, and personal growth in every field, from business to science to everyday life. Creative genius doesn't mean being born with some innate ability that others lack. Instead, it's about learning to tap into your natural creative resources, developing habits and practices that foster originality, and embracing the mindset that allows innovative ideas to emerge. This chapter explores the nature of creativity, the factors that inhibit it, and the steps you can take to unlock your creative genius. Understanding creativity and innovation. Creativity is the ability to generate novel ideas, approaches, or solutions. It involves seeing connections that others might overlook, combining existing knowledge in unique ways, and expressing thoughts or emotions in an original manner. Creativity thrives when we're willing to step into the unknown, take risks, and experiment with new possibilities. Innovation, on the other hand, is the process of turning creative ideas into something tangible and valuable. It's not enough to have a good idea. Innovation involves refining, applying, and often commercializing that idea in a way that creates meaningful impact. Example: creativity. Brainstorming a concept for an app that makes grocery shopping more efficient. Innovation. Developing and launching the app, creating partnerships with stores, and gaining a loyal customer base. Both creativity and innovation rely on a mindset that embraces change, encourages curiosity, and values unconventional thinking. Barriers to creativity and how to overcome them. While everyone has creative potential, certain barriers can block the flow of ideas. 1. Fear of failure. Many people avoid exploring creative ideas because they fear making mistakes or being judged. This fear can stifle innovation before it even begins. How to overcome it? Shift your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, view it as a learning experience. Remind yourself that every successful creator, from inventors to entrepreneurs, has failed numerous times before achieving breakthroughs. Example: Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His willingness to experiment and fail repeatedly led to the invention of the light bulb. 2. Perfectionism. Striving for perfection can prevent you from starting or finishing creative projects. The constant pursuit of flawless results may keep you stuck in endless revisions, never feeling good enough to share your work. How to overcome it? Set realistic expectations and embrace imperfection. Creativity often thrives in the rough, unpolished phases. The more you allow yourself to create without judgment, the more ideas will flow. Example: author Anne Lamott talks about writing shitty first drafts. By letting herself write without worrying about quality, she is able to uncover ideas that can later be refined into something remarkable. 3. Over-reliance on logic and linear thinking. While logical reasoning is essential in many areas, creativity often emerges from nonlinear thought processes. Relying too heavily on step-by-step logic can limit your ability to see connections and generate fresh ideas. How to overcome it? Embrace free-flowing, intuitive thinking. Allow yourself to brainstorm without structure, capture random thoughts, and explore what-if scenarios. Creativity often happens when you give your mind permission to wander and make unexpected connections. Example: Albert Einstein often used imagination and visualization to explore complex scientific concepts, demonstrating that creativity can drive innovation even in highly technical fields. Cultivating a creative mindset. Unlocking your creative genius begins with developing a mindset that encourages curiosity, playfulness, and openness to new experiences. 1. Adopt a growth mindset. A growth mindset, as discussed in previous chapters, is the belief that abilities and talents can be developed through effort and practice. When you believe that creativity can be nurtured, you're more likely to take risks, experiment, and persevere through challenges. Practice. When facing a creative challenge, remind yourself, "I can learn and improve with practice." Reflect on past creative successes and the effort that led to those outcomes. 2. Stay curious and ask questions. Creativity thrives on curiosity. The more you question how things work, why they're done a certain way, or what would happen if they were done differently, the more ideas you'll generate. Practice. Keep a curiosity journal. Write down questions that come to mind throughout the day, no matter how small or unrelated they seem. Challenge assumptions. If everyone is doing something one way, ask, "What if we tried the opposite?" Example: the Wright brothers' curiosity about flight and their relentless questioning of conventional ideas about aerodynamics led them to invent the first successful airplane. 3. Embrace playfulness, and imagination play is often dismissed as unproductive, but it's a crucial element of creativity. When you allow yourself to experiment, doodle, or daydream without judgment, you open the door to innovative ideas. Practice. Spend 10 minutes a day doing a no-purpose, creative activity, such as sketching, writing nonsense poetry, or building something out of random household items. Engage in activities that stimulate imagination, like reading fiction, playing games, or exploring art. Example: Steve Jobs credited his calligraphy class with inspiring the elegant typography on Apple computers. This seemingly frivolous activity led to a design innovation that set Apple apart. 4. Seek out new experiences. Creativity often emerges when you step out of your comfort zone and expose yourself to new environments, cultures, and ideas. The more diverse your experiences, the more connections your brain can make. Practice. Try a new hobby or visit a place you've never been. Attend events, workshops, or lectures outside your usual field of interest. Collaborate with people from different backgrounds or disciplines. Example: Dr. George Washington Carver's groundbreaking agricultural innovations were fueled by his lifelong habit of exploring the natural world, studying plants, and experimenting with new uses for crops. Practical strategies for generating creative ideas. Even if you don't consider yourself naturally creative, there are concrete techniques you can use to stimulate innovative thinking. 1. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual brainstorming technique that helps you organize and expand on ideas. Start with a central concept in the middle of a page. Draw branches for related ideas, adding sub-branches as you think of more connections. Use colors, images, and symbols to make the map more engaging. Example: if you're planning a new product, begin with the product idea at the center. Branch out into features, target audiences, marketing strategies, and potential challenges. You'll quickly see patterns and relationships that spark new insights. 2. Reverse thinking. This technique involves considering the opposite of a common assumption or practice. By looking at a problem from a completely different angle, you can uncover unexpected solutions. Ask, what's the opposite of what everyone else is doing? Imagine a scenario where conventional rules don't apply and explore what ideas emerge. Example: when Netflix introduced streaming services, it reversed the traditional video rental model. Instead of customers picking up physical DVDs, Netflix delivered content directly to their devices, creating an entirely new market. 3. The 10 ideas. A day challenge. Set a goal to generate 10 new ideas each day on any topic. They don't have to be practical or realistic. The goal is to train your brain to think more creatively. Write your ideas in a dedicated notebook. At the end of the week, review your list and see if any ideas stand out as worth pursuing. Example: a marketing professional who does this exercise might come up with several off-the-wall campaign concepts. While most may not be viable, 1 or 2 could become the foundation for a groundbreaking project. From creativity to innovation, making ideas happen. Generating ideas is just the first step. To transform creativity into innovation, you need to take action. 1. Prototype and test. Don't wait for the perfect idea. Start small. Create a rough prototype, run an experiment, or draft an initial version. Testing your idea early helps you refine it and identify potential improvements. 2. Collaborate and get feedback. Sharing your ideas with others can spark additional insights and help you see blind spots. Seek feedback from trusted colleagues, friends, or mentors. 3. Refine and iterate. Innovation often requires multiple iterations. Keep improving your idea based on what you learn from testing and feedback. Example: James Dyson created over 5,000 prototypes of his bagless vacuum cleaner before achieving a final design that worked. His willingness to refine and iterate turned his creative vision into a successful, innovative product. Conclusion: unleashing your creative genius, unlocking your creative genius isn't about waiting for inspiration to strike. It's about developing habits, cultivating curiosity, and creating an environment that nurtures fresh thinking. By overcoming the fear of failure, embracing playfulness, and applying proven techniques, you can consistently generate original ideas and bring them to life. Key takeaways. 1. Creativity is a skill that can be developed, not a fixed trait. 2. Overcoming barriers like fear, perfectionism, and rigid thinking opens the door to innovation. 3. Adopting a growth mindset, staying curious, and seeking new experiences stimulate creative thinking. 4. Practical techniques, such as mind mapping, reverse thinking, and daily idea challenges, help generate and refine creative ideas. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how creativity and innovation lead to personal and professional breakthroughs. By applying your newfound creative skills, you'll learn how to solve problems more effectively, seize new opportunities, and bring your unique vision to the world. Chapter 9. Practical Techniques for Enhancing Cognitive Function Introduction. The mind's potential for growth. Cognitive function refers to a set of mental processes that allow us to learn, remember, concentrate, solve problems, and make decisions. For decades, many believed that intelligence and cognitive abilities were largely fixed. However, research in neuroscience and psychology has shown that the brain is highly adaptable. Through deliberate practice, certain lifestyle adjustments, and targeted exercises, you can significantly enhance your mental performance and keep your brain healthy well into old age. This chapter will explore practical, evidence-based techniques for improving your cognitive function. You'll learn how to boost memory, increase focus, sharpen critical thinking skills, and optimize your brain's overall performance. With consistent effort, these strategies can help you stay mentally sharp, improve productivity, and adapt more easily to challenges in both personal and professional life. The science behind cognitive enhancement. Before diving into specific techniques, it's helpful to understand the brain's plasticity, its remarkable ability to change and adapt. This adaptability, known as neuroplasticity, means that you can literally rewire your brain by forming new connections, strengthening existing pathways, and even generating new neurons. Key takeaways from neuroscience research. 1. Use it or lose it. Mental stimulation encourages the growth of neural connections. If you engage your brain in challenging activities, it strengthens the networks that support cognitive function. 2. Mental and physical health are linked. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and quality sleep all contribute to improved cognitive abilities. 3. Age isn't a barrier. While cognitive decline can occur with age, engaging in the right activities can slow down this process and even reverse certain aspects of it. Example: in one study, older adults who engaged in cognitive training exercises such as memory tasks, pattern recognition, or problem-solving games showed measurable improvements in cognitive function over time. This highlights that mental performance is not set in stone, and intentional practice can lead to lasting enhancements. Techniques for improving cognitive function. 1. Engage in regular physical exercise. Physical activity doesn't just benefit your body, it's one of the most effective ways to boost brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promotes the growth of new brain cells, and enhances the connections between neurons. Best practices. Aerobic exercise. Activities like running, swimming, or cycling improve cardiovascular health, which directly impacts brain function. Strength training. Lifting weights or doing resistance exercises supports overall physical health and can reduce stress, indirectly benefiting cognitive performance. Mind-body activities. Yoga, Tai Chi, and similar practices combine physical movement with mindfulness, which enhances both mental and physical health. Example: a study conducted at the University of British Columbia found that regular aerobic exercise boosts the size of the hippocampus, the brain area involved in memory and learning. 2. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is not just rest. It's a time when your brain consolidates memories, clears toxins, and recharges for the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs attention, memory, decision-making, and problem-solving abilities. Best practices. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day to regulate your internal clock. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bedtime, as blue light can disrupt your natural sleep cycle. Address sleep disorders. If you struggle with conditions like insomnia or sleep apnea, seek professional help to ensure you're getting restorative rest. Example: research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that adults who get 7-9 hours of quality sleep consistently perform better on memory tests and cognitive tasks than those who are sleep-deprived. 3. Maintain a brain-healthy diet. The food you eat fuels your brain. Certain nutrients are especially beneficial for cognitive function, while others, like processed sugars and unhealthy fats, can be detrimental. Best practices. Eat more omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds. Omega-3s support brain cell structure and function. Embrace antioxidants. Berries, dark chocolate, and leafy greens help protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation. Balance your diet. Include whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats while minimizing highly processed foods. Stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can impair memory, attention, and concentration. Aim for 8-10 cups of water daily. Example: a study published in Neurology found that people who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, nuts, olive oil, and fish, experienced slower rates of cognitive decline as they aged. 4. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation help reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance working memory. These practices encourage you to pay attention to the present moment, training your brain to filter out distractions and maintain concentration for longer periods. Best practices. Start small. Begin with 5-10 minutes of focused breathing each day. Gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Use guided meditation apps. Apps like Headspace or Calm provide structured sessions that help you build a daily meditation habit. Incorporate mindfulness into daily tasks. Practice being fully present during activities like eating, walking, or doing chores. Example: a Harvard study found that participants who practiced mindfulness meditation for 8 weeks showed increased gray matter density in brain regions associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. 5. Challenge your brain with novel activities to maintain and improve cognitive function. You need to keep your brain actively engaged. Learning new skills or tackling unfamiliar challenges encourages the growth of neural pathways and strengthens your mental agility. Best practices. Learn a new language. Acquiring a second language improves memory, attention, and multitasking skills. Play musical instruments. Learning to play an instrument enhances coordination, auditory processing, and creativity. Try puzzles and brain games. Sudoku, crossword puzzles, chess, and memory games stimulate critical thinking and pattern recognition. Example: a 2014 study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that older adults who learned digital photography and quilting experienced significant improvements in memory and reasoning skills compared to those who only engaged in passive activities. 6. Maintain strong social connections. Social engagement is critical for cognitive health. Interacting with others challenges your thinking, exposes you to new perspectives, and helps maintain emotional well-being. Best practices. Stay connected with family and friends. Regular conversations, shared activities, and group outings provide mental stimulation and emotional support. Join clubs or community groups. Participating in local organizations or hobby-based clubs encourages social interaction and mental engagement. Volunteer. Helping others provides a sense of purpose and often involves solving problems or learning new tasks, which keeps your mind active. Example: the Rush Memory and Aging Project found that seniors who maintained close social ties and participated in community activities were less likely to experience cognitive decline than those who were socially isolated. Putting it all together, a daily cognitive enhancement plan. Morning routine. 1. Exercise. Start your day with 20-30 minutes of light aerobic activity, such as walking or cycling. 2. Meditation. Spend 5-10 minutes practicing mindful breathing to clear your mind and improve focus. 3. Healthy breakfast. Include brain-boosting foods like oatmeal with walnuts, fresh berries, and a cup of green tea. Midday boost. 1. Mental challenges. Use your lunch break to solve a crossword puzzle or play a quick memory game. 2. Social interaction. Have a meaningful conversation with a colleague or friend, even if it's just a phone call. 3. Hydration check. Drink a full glass of water to keep your brain hydrated and alert. Evening wind down. 1. Learn something new. Spend 20 minutes reading about a topic outside your expertise or trying out a new hobby. 2. Reflective journaling. Write down one thing you learned or a challenge you solved during the day. Reflect on what went well and what you can improve. 3. Relaxation and sleep prep. Unwind with a short mindfulness session. Turn off electronic devices and ensure your bedroom environment supports restful sleep. Conclusion. Building a cognitive enhancement habit. Enhancing cognitive function isn't about quick fixes or overnight transformations. Instead, it's a lifelong process of making small, consistent changes that add up to significant results. By incorporating regular exercise, maintaining a balanced diet, practicing mindfulness, challenging your brain with new activities, and nurturing social connections, you can improve your mental performance, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Key takeaways. 1. Cognitive function is highly adaptable. Neuroplasticity allows your brain to grow and change with the right stimuli. 2. Lifestyle matters. Exercise, nutrition, and sleep play critical roles in brain health. 3. Mindfulness and novelty enhance performance. Regular meditation and learning new skills keep your mind sharp and agile. 4. Social connections are vital. Engaging with others supports emotional well-being and cognitive resilience. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to apply these enhanced cognitive skills to solve real-world problems, improve decision-making, and achieve personal and professional goals. By building on the foundation of these practical techniques, you'll unlock even greater potential for growth and success. Chapter 10. The Power of Flow. How to Access Peak Performance. Introduction. Understanding flow. Imagine a moment when everything just clicks. Time seems to disappear. You're completely absorbed in what you're doing. The work feels effortless, and you're performing at your very best. This mental state, where focus is sharp, creativity flourishes, and performance peaks, is known as flow. Flow isn't limited to artists, athletes, or performers. It's accessible to anyone, from a writer crafting the perfect sentence to a business person presenting a flawless pitch. Understanding how flow works and learning to trigger it on demand can transform how you approach tasks, achieve goals, and find deeper satisfaction in your work. This chapter explores the science of flow, the conditions that enable it, real-world examples of individuals who have mastered it, and practical techniques you can use to access this powerful state more consistently. What is flow and why is it important? Flow, a concept popularized by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, is defined as a mental state in which you're completely immersed in an activity, fully engaged, and performing at your highest potential. When you're in flow, distractions fade away, your mind becomes laser-focused, and the work feels intrinsically rewarding. Characteristics of flow. 1. Intense concentration. You're deeply focused on the task at hand, with no room for extraneous thoughts. 2. Effortlessness. While the activity may be challenging, it feels natural and fluid. 3. Loss of self-consciousness. You stop worrying about how you appear or what others think. 4. Altered perception of time. Minutes can feel like seconds, or hours can pass unnoticed. 5. Intrinsic motivation. You do the activity not for external rewards, but because it feels fulfilling in itself. Why flow matters? Enhances performance. In flow, you achieve greater productivity, solve problems more effectively, and produce higher quality results. Boosts creativity. Flow fosters innovative thinking and helps you make connections between seemingly unrelated ideas. Increases satisfaction. People who experience flow regularly report higher levels of happiness and fulfillment. Reduces stress. By immersing yourself in a meaningful activity, you can shift away from anxious or negative thoughts. Example, a software developer might spend hours coding without realizing the time because they're fully immersed in solving a challenging problem. When they finally look up, they've not only completed the task, but also discovered more efficient ways to structure the code, all while feeling energized rather than drained. The science behind flow. Neuroscience of flow. When you enter a flow state, your brain's neurochemistry shifts. Reduced prefrontal cortex activity. The part of the brain responsible for self-criticism and doubt becomes less active, allowing you to focus completely on the task. Increased dopamine levels. This neurotransmitter enhances focus, motivation, and learning, helping you maintain flow and perform better. Heightened alpha and theta brainwaves. These patterns are associated with relaxed alertness and creative problem-solving. Psychological foundations. Flow arises when there's a balance between challenge and skill. If a task is too easy, you'll become bored or disengaged. If a task is too hard, you'll feel anxious or frustrated. When the challenge is just right, you're pushed to stretch your abilities, but it's within reach. This sweet spot is where flow thrives. Example, a rock climber attempting a challenging route finds flow when the climb demands their full attention and skill. If the climb is too simple, they'll get bored. If it's beyond their capability, they'll feel stressed. But a route that matches their skill level and pushes them just enough will bring them into a flow state. How to trigger flow more consistently. While flow often occurs naturally, there are strategies you can use to increase the likelihood of entering this state on a regular basis. 1. Set clear goals and intentions. Having a clear purpose helps focus your attention. When you know exactly what you're trying to achieve, it's easier to stay immersed in the task. Practice. Before starting any activity, identify the outcome you're working toward. Break large projects into smaller milestones so you always have a clear next step. Write down your intentions to keep them top of mind. Example, if you're writing a report, set a goal to finish the introduction within the first hour, rather than thinking, I need to complete the entire report. Focusing on this smaller, attainable milestone helps you stay engaged and makes the process more manageable. 2. Match challenges to your skill level. Flow emerges when the task is neither too easy nor too difficult. Continually reassess the level of difficulty and adjust your approach to keep the challenge in that optimal range. Practice. Start with a task that slightly exceeds your current ability. As you improve, increase the difficulty to maintain the balance. If the task feels overwhelming, break it into smaller components or seek guidance. Example: a musician learning a new piece might start with a simplified version. As they gain confidence, they gradually add complexity, ensuring the challenge remains stimulating without becoming discouraging. 3. Eliminate distractions. Flow requires deep, uninterrupted focus. Minimize external distractions so you can fully immerse yourself in the activity. Practice. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Create a dedicated workspace that's free from clutter and interruptions. Use time-blocking techniques to set aside specific periods for focused work. Example: an architect designing a new building can set their phone to Do Not Disturb, close email tabs, and wear noise-canceling headphones. This creates an environment conducive to flow, allowing them to focus on the intricate details of the design. 4. Use rituals and routines. Establishing a consistent pre-task routine helps signal to your brain that it's time to enter a flow state. Practice. Develop a simple ritual, such as stretching for 5 minutes, listening to a specific song, or reviewing a checklist before you begin. Stick to the same start time each day, as consistent timing can help train your mind to shift into focus mode. Example: a writer might begin every session by clearing their desk, lighting a candle, and reviewing their outline. Over time, this routine primes their brain to enter flow quickly and efficiently. 5. Incorporate feedback loops. Immediate feedback helps you adjust your approach and maintain engagement. The more quickly you see the impact of your actions, the easier it is to stay in flow. Practice. Choose tasks where results are clear and immediate, such as solving puzzles, practicing an instrument, or coding a new feature. If feedback isn't built into the task, create your own by setting checkpoints to review your progress. Example: a graphic designer working on a logo can review their progress after completing each design element. This continuous feedback loop helps them refine their work and remain deeply engaged. Real-world examples of Flow 1. Athletes and performers. Athletes like Michael Jordan and Serena Williams have spoken about being in the zone. During critical moments, their movements feel automatic, their minds calm, and their focus unwavering. This flow state enables them to perform at their absolute best under pressure. 2. Surgeons and medical professionals. Surgeons often enter a flow state during complex procedures. Their intense concentration, clear goals, and immediate feedback allow them to remain fully present and deliver life-saving outcomes. 3. Creative professionals. Painters, writers, and musicians frequently report losing themselves in their work. A novelist might write for hours without noticing the time, crafting scenes and characters with effortless precision. This deep immersion leads to some of their most inspired creations. Conclusion: harnessing the power of flow is more than just a pleasant experience. It's a powerful tool for achieving peak performance, unlocking creativity, and finding deeper fulfillment in your work and life. By understanding the conditions that enable flow, eliminating distractions, and adopting simple routines, you can learn to access this state more often and reap its many benefits. Key takeaways. 1. Flow is the state of optimal performance. When challenge and skill align, you perform at your best and feel deeply satisfied. 2. Clear goals and immediate feedback are essential. Knowing what you're working toward and seeing results in real time help maintain flow. 3. Routine and environment matter. Consistent habits and distraction-free spaces make it easier to access flow. 4. Anyone can cultivate flow. With practice, you can learn to trigger this state, regardless of your field or level of experience. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to sustain motivation and momentum, building on the benefits of flow to maintain peak performance and achieve long-term success. By applying what you've learned, you'll be better equipped to handle challenges, pursue ambitious goals, and thrive in any endeavor. Chapter 11. Building Confidence. Trusting yourself to access hidden strengths. Introduction. Why confidence matters. Confidence is the foundation of personal growth and achievement. Without it, even the most talented individuals can hesitate, doubt themselves, and hold back from pursuing their goals. Confidence allows you to trust in your abilities, confront challenges head-on, and uncover strengths you didn't know you had. But confidence isn't just a natural trait you're either born with or not. It's a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. By understanding what confidence is, recognizing what undermines it, and using specific strategies to build it, you can develop the inner assurance needed to access your hidden strengths and thrive in all areas of life. What is confidence? At its core, confidence is the belief in your own abilities to handle situations, make decisions, and achieve goals. It's not about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. Rather, it's a quiet assurance that you're capable of learning, improving, and succeeding, even in the face of challenges. Key characteristics of confidence. 1. Self-trust. Confidence means believing that you can rely on yourself, even when the path forward is uncertain. 2. Resilience. Confident individuals bounce back from failures and setbacks, knowing that mistakes are opportunities to grow. 3. Action-oriented mindset. Confidence drives you to take action rather than stay stuck in fear or hesitation. 4. Realistic self-assessment. Confidence involves recognizing your strengths and acknowledging areas for improvement without harsh self-criticism. Example: think of a new employee who's asked to present a project to their team. A confident individual might feel nervous, but believes they can prepare, deliver, and handle questions effectively. Instead of focusing on the possibility of failure, they trust in their ability to learn from the experience and do their best. The barriers to confidence. Many people struggle with confidence because of external influences, past experiences, or unhelpful internal beliefs. Identifying these barriers is the first step to overcoming them. 1. Negative self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your confidence. Constantly telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I always mess up," or "I'll never succeed," creates a cycle of self-doubt that's hard to break. How to overcome it? Recognize when negative thoughts arise and reframe them. Replace "I can't do this" with "I'll give it my best shot." Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself as you would to a supportive friend. Example: a student preparing for a big exam might think, "I'm terrible at this subject." Instead, they could reframe it, "I'm still learning, and with more practice, I'll get better." 2. Fear of failure. Fear of failing can paralyze you and prevent you from taking risks or trying new things. This fear often stems from a belief that failure defines your worth or that it's something to be avoided at all costs. How to overcome it? Redefine failure as a learning experience. Focus on effort rather than outcomes. Remind yourself that everyone fails at some point, and it's a natural part of growth. Example: an entrepreneur might hesitate to launch a new product out of fear it won't sell. By viewing the launch as a test and a chance to gather valuable feedback, they can overcome the fear and move forward. 3. Comparison to others. Constantly comparing yourself to others, especially through social media, can erode confidence. When you measure your progress against others' highlight reels, it's easy to feel inadequate. How to overcome it? Focus on your own journey and personal improvement. Celebrate your progress and achievements, no matter how small. Remember that everyone's path is different, and success is not a one-size-fits-all formula. Example: A new artist might compare their work to that of established professionals and feel discouraged. By instead comparing their latest piece to their earlier work, they can see how much they've grown and feel more confident in their abilities. 4. Perfectionism creates unrealistic standards that are impossible to meet. It can lead to procrastination, self-criticism, and a constant feeling that you're never good enough. How to overcome it? Set realistic, achievable goals. Accept that mistakes are part of the process. Recognize that progress is more important than perfection. Example, a writer who spends weeks revising a single paragraph might never finish their novel. By setting a goal to complete a rough draft, imperfections and all, they can build confidence in their ability to finish a project. Practical techniques for building confidence. Now that we've identified some common barriers, let's look at actionable steps you can take to strengthen your confidence and trust in your abilities. 1. Start small and build momentum. Confidence grows through experience. By taking small steps and achieving small wins, you build a track record of success that boosts your self-belief over time. Practice. Set a small, achievable goal related to a task you've been avoiding. Once you achieve it, set another slightly more challenging goal. Celebrate each success to reinforce the positive experience. Example, if you're nervous about public speaking, start by sharing your ideas in a small team meeting. Once you're comfortable with that, volunteer for a short presentation. Gradually increasing the stakes helps you develop confidence step by step. 2. Develop a growth mindset. Adopting a growth mindset, believing that your abilities can improve with effort, helps you approach challenges with confidence. It shifts the focus from "I can't do this" to "I can learn how to do this." Practice. Reflect on past challenges you overcame and what you learned from them. When faced with a new challenge, remind yourself, this is an opportunity to grow. Embrace the process of improvement rather than fixating on immediate results. Example, a marketer who struggles with data analysis might start by learning the basics of a spreadsheet program, then gradually tackle more complex analytics. Over time, their growing skills will reinforce their confidence in handling data. 3. Focus on your strengths. While it's important to address areas for improvement, spending too much time on weaknesses can undermine confidence. Instead, identify and cultivate your natural strengths. Doing so reminds you of what you're already good at and helps you build from a solid foundation. Practice. List your top skills and accomplishments. Think about how you can apply these strengths to new challenges. Use positive feedback from others as a reminder of what you do well. Example, if you're a strong communicator, lean into that skill when tackling new projects. This might mean leading a team discussion, writing a compelling proposal, or mediating a conflict. Each success will strengthen your confidence in that area. 4. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Visualizing success can help you build confidence by mentally rehearsing positive outcomes. By seeing yourself succeed in your mind's eye, you create a roadmap that makes actual success feel more attainable. Practice. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself successfully completing a task you've been struggling with. Focus on the details, what you'll say, how you'll feel, and the positive outcome you'll achieve. Use this mental rehearsal to prime yourself for real-world success. Example, a teacher preparing to lead a difficult class discussion can visualize themselves guiding the conversation smoothly, engaging students, and answering questions confidently. This mental preparation helps them approach the actual discussion with a calm and assured demeanor. 5. Seek support and feedback. Confidence doesn't have to be built in isolation. Seeking encouragement and constructive feedback from trusted mentors, friends, or colleagues can help you recognize your strengths and identify areas for growth. Practice. Ask a trusted colleague to review your work and provide constructive feedback. Join a supportive group or community where you can share challenges and celebrate progress. Use feedback as an opportunity to learn and improve rather than as a measure of self-worth. Example, an aspiring entrepreneur might join a local business networking group. Through regular discussions and constructive feedback from fellow members, they gain valuable insights and grow more confident in their ability to run a successful business. Conclusion: confidence as a path to hidden strengths. Building confidence is not about never feeling doubt or fear. It's about developing the courage to take action in spite of those feelings. As you strengthen your self-belief, you'll begin to uncover hidden strengths, approach challenges with greater assurance, and achieve goals that once felt out of reach. Key takeaways. 1. Confidence is a skill you can develop over time by focusing on small wins, embracing a growth mindset, and using positive self-talk. 2. Overcoming barriers like negative self-talk, fear of failure, and perfectionism allows you to step into new opportunities and uncover hidden talents. 3. Practical strategies such as visualization, focusing on strengths, and seeking supportive feedback help reinforce your belief in your abilities. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll explore how confidence connects to resilience and adaptability. You'll learn how to face unexpected challenges with assurance and maintain your self-trust even when circumstances become difficult. By combining confidence with resilience, you'll build a foundation for lasting personal and professional growth. Chapter 12. Sustaining your growth. Creating habits to keep unlocking your potential. Introduction. Why habits are the key to long-term growth. Personal growth and self-improvement don't happen overnight. They result from consistent effort, intentional action, and most importantly, good habits. While initial bursts of motivation can help you start on a new path, only habits ensure that the progress you make is sustainable. Developing the right habits allows you to continue building on your achievements, learn from setbacks, and maintain the momentum necessary to keep unlocking your potential over the long term. In this chapter, we'll explore how habits form, why they're so powerful, and how you can cultivate the kind of daily routines and behaviors that will help you continue growing. Through examples, practical exercises, and proven strategies, you'll learn to design a life that supports ongoing self-improvement. The science of habit formation. What are habits? Habits are automatic behaviors that develop through repetition. Over time, certain actions become so ingrained that you perform them without conscious effort. This automation frees up mental energy, making it easier to sustain progress without constant decision-making. How habits form. According to research in behavioral psychology, habits form through a process known as the habit loop, which consists of 3 main components. 1. Cue, a trigger that initiates the behavior. 2. Routine, the behavior itself. 3. Reward, the positive reinforcement that makes you want to repeat the behavior in the future. Example of a habit loop. Cue, your alarm rings in the morning. Routine, you put on your workout clothes and exercise. Reward, you feel energized and accomplished, reinforcing the habit. The role of habits in sustaining growth. Why habits matter for continued growth. Consistency over time. Instead of relying on motivation, habits ensure you take regular steps toward your goals. Incremental improvement. Small, consistent actions lead to compound growth. Over time, these actions add up to significant progress. Resilience against setbacks. When challenges arise, strong habits help you maintain your routines, allowing you to bounce back more quickly. Example, imagine you're working on improving your professional skills. By committing to the habit of reading 10 pages of a professional development book every morning, you'll consistently gain knowledge. Even if you have a hectic week, the habit ensures you're still learning, preventing stagnation in your growth. Creating and strengthening growth-oriented habits. Building habits that sustain your personal and professional growth requires deliberate effort. Here are strategies and practices to help you establish and maintain these habits. 1. Start small and build gradually. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to change too much at once. Starting with small, manageable changes increases your likelihood of success. Practice. Choose one habit to focus on at a time. Start with the simplest version of the habit. For example, if you want to meditate for 20 minutes daily, begin with just 2 minutes. Example, instead of committing to writing 1,000 words every morning, start by writing 100 words. Once that becomes automatic, gradually increase the word count until you've built a sustainable daily writing habit. 2. Link new habits to existing routines. Attaching a new habit to something you already do regularly makes it easier to remember and maintain. Practice. Identify an established habit, like brushing your teeth, brewing coffee, or checking your email. Add the new habit immediately before or after that routine. Use the existing habit as the cue for the new behavior. Example, if you want to practice gratitude each day, do it right after brushing your teeth in the morning. Each time you brush, use it as a reminder to write down one thing you're grateful for. 3. Focus on identity, not just outcomes. When you connect your habits to the kind of person you want to become, rather than just a specific goal, you're more likely to maintain them long term. Practice. Instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I am a runner." Base your habits on the identity you're building. I'm someone who continuously learns. I'm someone who takes care of my health. Or, I'm someone who seeks out new challenges. Example, if you see yourself as a reader, you're more likely to make time for reading daily. It's not about finishing a certain number of books, but about becoming the kind of person who values and prioritizes reading. 4. Track your progress and celebrate wins. Tracking your habits and recognizing progress, even small successes, keeps you motivated and helps reinforce the behavior. Practice. Use a simple habit tracker to mark each day you complete the habit. Celebrate milestones along the way. Acknowledge when you hit a streak of 7 days, then 30 days, and so on. Reflect on how the habit is benefiting you and how you feel as a result. Example, if you've committed to walking 10 minutes a day, mark off each walk on a calendar. When you reach 30 consecutive days, reward yourself with a new pair of walking shoes or a scenic hike to reinforce the habit. 5. Prepare for obstacles and plan ahead. Habits don't happen in a vacuum. Life's challenges, unexpected events, and periods of low motivation will inevitably arise. Anticipating these obstacles and having a plan helps you stay consistent. Practice. Identify common challenges. What will I do if I'm too tired? Or, what if I'm traveling? Create an if-then plan. If I miss my morning writing session, I'll write for 10 minutes before bed. Be flexible and adaptable rather than rigid. Adjust your approach as needed without abandoning the habit altogether. Example, if you typically exercise at the gym but find yourself traveling, plan a quick hotel room workout. By anticipating disruptions, you maintain your habit even under different circumstances. 6. Surround yourself with support and accountability. Your environment and the people around you play a significant role in maintaining habits. When you have support and accountability, you're more likely to stick with your routines. Practice. Share your goals and habits with a friend, mentor, or accountability partner. Join a community or group that supports the habit, such as a book club, fitness class, or online forum. Use environmental cues to reinforce the habit. For instance, leave your running shoes by the door as a reminder to exercise. Example, if you're working on a new skill, such as coding, join a coding group or an online community where you can share your progress, learn from others, and stay motivated. 7. Reflect and adjust regularly. Habits are not set and forget it. Over time, you'll need to reflect on what's working, what's not, and how to keep evolving. This reflection ensures your habits remain aligned with your goals and values. Practice. Schedule regular check-ins, weekly or monthly, to review your habits. Ask yourself, am I still seeing the benefits? And what adjustments would make this habit more effective? Be open to experimenting with new approaches if the old ones aren't working. Example, you might find that exercising in the morning no longer fits your schedule. By shifting it to lunchtime or early evening, you maintain the habit in a way that works better for your current circumstances. The compounding effect of good habits: when you establish consistent, growth-oriented habits, the benefits compound over time. Each small action you take builds on the last, leading to exponential improvement. This compounding effect is why habits are so powerful. They allow you to make steady progress toward your goals without feeling overwhelmed or burnout. Example, if you spend just 15 minutes each day learning a new language, after 1 year, you'll have invested over 90 hours. This steady, consistent effort creates significant growth without requiring huge, unsustainable bursts of effort. Conclusion: habits as the foundation of lifelong growth. Sustaining personal growth isn't about dramatic, one-time changes. It's about developing daily habits that support your ongoing improvement, even when motivation wanes or life throws you challenges. By starting small, building gradually, and staying flexible, you create a system that allows you to continually unlock your potential. Key takeaways. 1. Habits are the building blocks of sustained growth. They help you maintain consistency, overcome setbacks, and keep progressing. 2. Start small, link habits to existing routines, and focus on identity to ensure your habits stick. 3. Tracking progress, preparing for obstacles, and surrounding yourself with support make habits more resilient. 4. Regular reflection and adjustments ensure that your habits remain effective and aligned with your evolving goals. Next steps. In the next chapter, we'll delve into strategies for maintaining momentum and motivation over the long term. By combining strong habits with effective motivational techniques, you'll have the tools you need to continue growing, learning, and thriving in every area of your life. Closing remarks. As we reach the final pages of this book, it's important to reflect on the journey we've taken together. The insights and strategies shared here are not meant to be a one-time read, but a resource you can revisit and apply throughout your life. Growth, after all, is a lifelong endeavor. Each chapter has provided you with tools to understand yourself better, overcome challenges, and tap into your full potential. But these tools are only as effective as the effort you put into using them. Transformation happens not in a single moment, but in the small, consistent choices you make every day. Remember, the path to becoming your best self is not linear. There will be setbacks, doubts, and difficult days. What matters most is that you keep moving forward. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a more confident, resilient, and fulfilled version of yourself. As you continue on your journey, know that you already have everything you need within you. Your hidden strengths, your untapped creativity, your innate wisdom, they are all there, waiting for you to embrace them. This book is merely a guide. The true power lies in you. Go forth with courage and curiosity. Trust in your ability to grow, adapt, and achieve. And above all, never stop striving to unlock the potential that resides within. Your journey is unique, and your future is full of possibilities.
For more video like this, please like and subscribe.